Hello, hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is your weekly reading for June 2nd through June 8th. Can you stand it? We are already here. But of course, the big lunar event this week is the new moon in Gemini. So, that new moon, Cancer, is happening in your 12th house. So, be prepared for some really exciting and interesting dreams, right? This is a good time for meditation, dream work, self-reflection. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up for you this week. All right, let's go. And that new moon is happening on the 6th of June, by the way. So we're going to look at your general reading, then finances and relationship, and see what we have this week. We've got number 47, Skybridge, possibility for a union. So this could be coming together like a meeting of the minds at work. This could be romantic. We will know more. So 47. Let me look at that. Let's see. What do we have here? All right, possibility for union. All right, let's see what else. Two more, please. I've got the Queen of Cups showing through, so you show up in your own reading, because Queen of Cups is Cancer energy, Cancerian energy. This is a lot of emotion, a lot of nurturing and compassion, right? Her cup runneth over. So it is interesting because she is facing the card that reads Union, and you've got 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Things coming full circle. 9 of Swords, there seems to be, this is that feeling of like a never-ending nightmare, right? Something that comes up for you, which makes total sense, and I'll tell you why. Because with this energy of the new moon in your 12th house, that's going to have you self-reflecting. And if you aren't mindful of the lens you choose to see your past with, it could certainly feel like this, like a never-ending nightmare, a drama, a trauma, something that plays rent-free in your mind, right? So the advice for there, actually, it's funny, 2 cards came out, so we're going to take them both. All right, because again, this is in your general area, like just this week's message, the theme overall. We've got the 3 of Swords, which indicates a period of heartbreak and healing, and 8 of Cups, and this is you pursuing more for yourself, right? This is you leaving a situation and looking elsewhere, although it does seem to bring some heartache to you, right? Because that's what this 3 of Swords is. 3 of Swords, and we are going to clarify, could also be a period just of healing from potentially this, right? It might be that this week, as the new moon, right, allows you to start new habits and really see yourself differently before the great rebuild comes, the review, right? You've got to look and say, all right, where is it that I want to do things differently? How is it that I was vulnerable, not vulnerable, whatever it is, right? If you were healing from lying, cheating, stealing, third-party energy, that's also here. You could be walking away from a situation which causes you to feel less than, is what I heard. All right, so we're going to clarify these and see, because potentially I'm still interested, because with this possibility for a union coming through and these cards here, you might also be closing out one chapter to walk towards or go towards another, right? And they don't have to be in the same sector of life either, right? You could be leaving a job and moving, and then when you move, you end up finding relationship with someone else, right? It's that type of vibe. All right, so what do we have for Cancer this week, please? What do we have for Cancer? Why the Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords. What is Cancer healing from and walking away from? All right, let's go. Thank you. Thank you. I've got the King of Pentacles meeting the Queen of Cups. That's interesting. So you could be taking a more, what's the word I'm looking for? You could be looking at your finances differently. You could be reevaluating debt, right? And releasing that this week, because this energy of Gemini and the new moon, even though it's in your 12th house of the subconscious, it is going to affect your day-to-day routines as well, because you're going to be reevaluating how you spend your time and your energy, your resources, budgeting. I feel like this is a time where you're going to sit down and kind of look at things I'm hearing like at black and white, like you're going to look at it on paper, right? All right, well, let's see. Interesting. So we've got the 9 of Swords with Temperance. You guys are really healing from something from your past. And because this 3 of Swords that came up earlier, I feel like you've been triggered or re-traumatized from something recently. And so, yeah, there's something here that you're working out. So let's look further. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely. Some of you might actually be moving your homes, which is interesting. Let me see. During this period of self-reflection, I feel that 2 things are going to be true for you. Actually, all 3, because I'm feeling it. One is you're reevaluating how much you put into something. You're reevaluating how much you give of yourself. That's one thing, because it seems to be coming up for you in the subconscious. Like, I overextend, right? And what does it do for me in return? The other one is that if you are triggered, right? Something has happened in the recent past, bringing to the surface an old memory that is hurtful, right? And I feel that this situation came up for you again so that you can really work through it instead of getting over it. That's the difference. I feel like when this happened in the past, whatever it is that has been your trigger this week, when it's happened in the past, you kind of skipped over it, where this time the trigger makes you dig deep and really sit in the energy. 12th house, the subconscious, right? And it actually works out for you. It's like you get answers through journaling, meditating, doing something that just allows you to sit in your emotions, and it allows you a new perspective, because the Temperance card, the Sagittarius energy, is all about alchemizing the energy in front of you and changing it into something that's healthy and meaningful for you. So that's something to think about there. Because remember, guys, I was saying this to Scorpio, that tarot, at least the way I'm going to read the cards, is always going to be about the psychology behind the card, how it's going to help you for your betterment, right? And of course, there are readers, the drama, the trauma, he said, she said, be fearful. That's certainly of entertainment value, for sure. And there's always truth to that, because you what's the word? You take the message in, you take it to heart, and you become the message, right? Oftentimes. So this is an opportunity for you to see tarot as a way to guide you through life's stages, just like the Fool is guided through the major arcana. And it's important that you see that perspective, what that means, and how you can use these tools for your betterment. And here it says you've got to heal from your triggers. You've got to heal from the past, but you heal by sitting through the lessons and literally taking each perspective and juicing it for all it's worth for your healing, your betterment, right? So you can get out of that 9 of Swords energy. So we're going to take a look at the financial portion for you, but we're going to look at it from a perspective of, emotionally, where are you having some blockages, right? Where is it that you need to lend attention to your money mindset? All right, so let's look at it for Cancer. For your money mindset, it says breathe, breathe, breathe. Breath is sacred. To replenish yourself, slowly inhale wellness, and in this case, abundance. And clarity to the count of 6. Then exhale stress to the count of 6. So inhale for 6 and exhale for 6. And I like the number 6 for you in your finances. If you want to do that, you could actually build yourself, just a 6-sided star, actually, and you could look at it as points of abundance. And when you breathe, you can envision, right, that sacred geometry, right, in your mind. And with each breath and each count, you can imagine that you're bringing abundance towards you, right, in all ways. And you're releasing lackluster mentality. You're releasing these energies are completely opposing, Cancer. This is in your head, sleepless nights, anxiety. This is, I made it to see another day. I understand why I had to live through that. I understand the lessons here, and I'm not going to relive that again. Not for the same lesson. Absolutely not. This is getting through it, right? Getting through it, sitting in it, getting through it. And you are successful in doing that. this card here is all about walking away from things that are not beneficial, the past, things that have hurt you. Understanding your triggers are not you. There is a new beginning ahead, Cancer. Ace of Pentacles, right? That is literally a new opportunity. So what else do we have for the financial portion for Cancer? I've got the Eight of Wands. Taking action for a better tomorrow. So you've got the Eight of Cups here and the Eight of Wands. Eight's a number of material abundance. You might find yourself getting a mid-year bonus, actually. I just heard that. And I think that came up for you maybe even last week, so you'll have to check and see. And I would also urge you to check out your other placements, especially when there's a lunar event like a full moon or a new moon, because you can then have the astro weather in place to help guide you and to help support, like these energetics support this particular transformation for you. So it's important. This is also a time because the subconscious is about hidden in the subconscious. Hidden. Let me start over one more time. The 12th house is all about the hidden things in your subconscious. So when the new moon is in your 12th house, this would be a time to reevaluate your debt and cost ratio, like how much money you're bringing in, how much money you're putting out in your household. This is a good time to look for any hidden debts, hidden financial areas of opportunity. Excuse me. I'm not joking. When I said you need to look for hidden financial debts, things that maybe have been concealed from you, Five of Swords. This is a card of strategy. So I just want you to be very mindful, Cancer, that, not everything may be as it seems. So there are a few ways this could manifest. One, your partner is not being clear, truthful, or honest about financial debt that they have in their name alone. And, and if you're married, of course, it's never just their name. The other thing too here is that you may not be aware of hidden fees, right? So let's just say a year ago you started cable from this company, and then your year subscription's up and now you get a bill. It's like hundreds of dollars unexpected. You book travel and then you get the bill and the incidentals are extravagant. Insurance lapses because of a mistake, something like that. So I feel like you're going to catch it. Right. But now that you're aware, be on the lookout for it. Don't let it come to you. Like, just, take a look at your finances. Take a look at anything that you have, that subscriptions that might be up. Take a look at subscriptions that are reoccurring. Right. So one moment. Too many cards flew out. Let me just grab one more. One more, please. Thank you. And I've got the Six of Swords. So catching these financial things that might be outstanding are definitely going to lead you to a more balanced financial future. And give me 1 second. I feel like for some reason I saw the number 6 in my head more than once, but I guess that was just in my head. So yeah, so Six of Swords indicating that there is more clarity and calmer days ahead when it comes to your finances. So especially if you've just spent a good chunk of money, right? A lot of people spent some money during Taurus season, which we are just now getting out of. And that Taurus energy is all about luxury, spending, money on your vacations, maybe buying a car, buying a house. So you are coming into more balance towards the end of this week from larger purchases or money spent in the recent past. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? All right, so the Eight of Wands is being clarified by the King of Swords. Interesting. I've got the Five of Swords being clarified by the Four of Pentacles, exactly what I was talking about, and the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Six of Swords. So right off the bat, when we're looking at your finances, you have two major players. You've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles as clarifiers. King of Swords is about law and order, right? So this is going to be about contractual money obligations. This is going to be about having your debts, your money in, money out, very clear. Looking through, I'm even seeing like Excel spreadsheets. And I don't know if, however it is that you choose to bank, Quicken, whatever. But there's something here. I'm seeing spreadsheets, resources, and really looking and comparing. When you sit there and you compare money in, money out, especially if there are multiple sources of income, So hear me out. You're a creator. You've got multiple platforms, something you need to look at. You're somewhere along the line, money's not coming in properly. You're married. Your spouse might have a credit card you don't know about, or subscriptions that have been unchecked for years. That's what I heard. Subscriptions unchecked for years. And that's a problem, because that could be, thousands of dollars a year, depending on what the subscription is when it's unchecked. Also, if you have a child who's still on the payroll, right, make sure that they're not, taking too much advantage of the Amazon account. That's what I'm hearing. So there's something here about you checking your balances. So the Eight of Wands and the King of Swords, all about taking action with your money, knowing money in, money out. Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, being strategic with your finances and investments. Also, very clear, don't lend your money out. No secret here, Cancer, not something that's really your vibe. But, also I feel like there is, again, recouping monies that were recently spent because of travel or large ticket items. Then when I have here the Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Swords, one thing that's coming through, and I want to get into this a little bit. I talked about this in my video for, I just did it the other day. It was Venus and Gemini, right? We were talking about that, and I was talking about the energy of Gemini and some of the things financially we could expect to see. So Gemini rules the hands, right? And so this is also a note for you guys for health reasons as well. So Gemini rules the hands, the lungs, right here, throat chakra, all of this right here, and even the bones, right? Some people would say. So this might be a time that if you are experiencing any type of disruption when you're speaking, if you're having like congestion, it might be allergies, it might not be, it could be more. This is a time where the energetics support you looking into your health matter here. If you were a previous smoker of any type, right, and you're feeling some sort of heaviness, this is a time that the universe would bring that to the surface during this lunation, the next two, between this new moon and the full moon. You can expect to have certain health situations that Gemini rules come to the surface because they would require your attention. The other thing, because of Gemini being the ruler of communication and also handheld, you may see new inventions, new technology, which we expect anyway, this entire, especially after November. But until then, be on the lookout if you're a person who makes investments and takes those risks, right, with your funds. This is an amazing time to look out for the things that Gemini rules. Technology, handheld technology would be a very good investment opportunity. So I'm actually seeing in my mind's eye, it's almost like a handheld screen with no screen. So for whatever reason, you could see, right, whatever is needing to be read, whatever on like on your hand. It's a vision I had, take it or leave it. Let's see how it goes, but that would be interesting. All right, now in terms of relationships and partnerships sorry, I'm not done. I have to go back to the finances here. With this Four of Pentacles and this Five of Swords, if you are buying any type of property, be mindful of the what's the word I'm looking for? This is another one. Be mindful of hidden fees, right? If you're buying property, and not even hidden fees. It's more or less like be mindful of, the property inspection, things not completely revealed, like literally cracks in the foundation. I will say that. And so I would say it would be worth it to get a second opinion, or at least to sit on the report for a week and then look at it again. There's something here to that. And it doesn't have to be even a house purchase. It could be that you're getting work done to your home, some kind of contract having to do with the home. Okay. All right, in terms of relationships and partnerships, what do we have for Cancer? This reads Netcaster number 42, preparations come to fruition. So 4 is a number of foundation and 2 is a number of partnership. So this feels like a stable partnership, something coming to fruition for you. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a solid friendship, a solid relationship at work, a business deal, right? But one that is more long-term. So let's look and see how that's going to manifest for you this week, Cancer. All right, so number 42 reduces to 6, and 6 is all about harmonious union. It's a Venusian number, Taurus energy as well, but it's also a number of balance. So, of course, reflecting the Gemini networking. That's the other thing. Let me say this because this is about relationships. Gemini energy is going to have you feeling more social, more flirty. This is a great time for online dating, putting up profiles, because Gemini rules online communication. And also, again, both sides of the coin. So you're going to want to try a little bit of this and a little bit of that, more unconventional approach towards relationshiping. And also, I feel like you'll be, for those of you that are single or dating, I feel like you'll be redefining what relationships look like for you moving forward. All right, so we've got the 6 of Wands, so 2 sixes. Talk about, that's beautiful. So 2 sixes, this is a card of victory ahead. All right, and this is truly, this is just a card of victory ahead. So if you're getting yourself involved in new partnerships, specifically those where there is a mutual benefit to it, I feel like there's victory ahead. Although here's the Tower card, right? Sudden disruption and change as well. That could be on the brink for some of you when it comes to a partnership. So 2 cards flew out, and let's look at it here. Yeah, so I've got the 10 of Swords. Pardon me, Cancer. I've got the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. There is some type of ending. We're going to clarify here because this is also, is the juice... No. This card is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this worth my time? Should I invest more energy into this? Is this going to give me... the harvest that I've planted, right? Am I going to get what I want out of this? And it feels like there is mixed energy here because I feel like where something is ending, something else comes through. Be mindful of this energy could bring work romances. It could bring about thruples. It could bring about open relationships where there weren't before. This isn't for everyone, but Gemini energy will have you exploring different ways to partner up. So take it how it resonates. And if you are in a more traditional relationship at this point, obviously that's not going to resonate for you, but it could be that you examine how to hook up with your friends, meaning, right? Let's just say normally it's always like, hey, let's meet here, let's go here, but time doesn't allow. You may find yourself saying, hey, you want to do a Zoom call and watch a movie together and hang out that way? That's one option, right? It's almost like think back to the great lockdown of back in the day. I've got to be careful because of the algorithm. But, how you got creative potentially on how to connect with others. There may be something here to that as well. So let's see. All right, tell me more about what this Cancer energy is for relationships this week, please. I just saw the Fool card, which is a new beginning. This card sticks out, the Hermit. So I've got the 6 of Wands with the Hermit card. Interesting. I've got the Page of Swords with the 10 of Swords. And then we have the 4 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you guys, I have to say this because, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but some of you guys are actually contemplating ending a marriage or are coming out of the contractual portion of a divorce. Okay, so take that how it resonates, but that's what I'm picking up because I've got the 7 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. So there's a few things here. Wondering, is it worth it? And then we've got this card of community. Are you contemplating? This is that Gemini energy, playing both sides of the coin. Is this going to turn into anything, or is it going to be a long-term commitment? What am I doing here, right? And then we've got definitely a conversation happening which clarifies what this looks like. There is something coming to an end here, but again, opportunity for connection on the other side of that break. So with the 6 of Wands and the Hermit card is all about that 12th house, the subconscious, right? The hidden, this is where the 12th house is where you figure out exactly what you're doing to screw yourself. I don't know how else to word it, but that's when you sit down and you go, all right, damn, how did I get myself in this situation? How do I prevent my mind from leading me to more of this? And I feel like you're very successful in figuring out your what's preventing you from enjoying your relationships to the maximum capacity. That I feel like that, see, this is Virgo energy as well. So you could be attracting a Virgo. Let me just put that out there. They're spiritual people, so that could be happening. But with this Virgo energy, this light that the hermit's carrying is the light within, right? It's like you're guiding yourself. You're speaking to your higher self. You're really getting in touch with the deepest, darkest parts that have been blocking you in relationships. And that's really what I'm picking up as your biggest barrier. When I'm looking at the, the healing that's taking place in your general spread, your money is looking really good here, right? I mean, yes, there are some things that need to be evaluated, but it has more to do with something else, right? Someone else, something else, a contract that is expiring, or your spouse, a partner, a business partner. Interestingly enough, if you work in teams, all right, like you and someone else work in teams and you work on projects together, be mindful that this person may not be doing their full share, and that will come to light actually this month. So there's something there. So be mindful of time stamping and documenting thoroughly your work. But as far as relationships, I feel like definitely, there are things coming to an end, but something else here is beginning. I feel that you do have more opportunities to network within your local community. So you might even be meeting somebody through a local networking community event. That's interesting. So I'm picking up something like, imagine if you're a parent, your kid has an ice cream social, you meet another parent there. And that relationship could take a number of different ways, right? So it's like that. Or you go to a group event, right? An unveiling of something, and you might meet someone there. All right. So now I'm going to look at these shadow cards. These are interesting because it has you working with two opposite energies, very much Sagittarius, right? So this reminded me of what Gemini asks us to explore. And I thought this would be a fun little treat for us. So let's look at this, please. What's the shadow work? What do we need to be mindful of for Cancer this week? All right, Cancer, this reads relationship and solitude, number 8. Interesting. Your challenge. What does it look like? Does it have to be all or nothing? There it is. Does it have to be a full-blown relationship or absolutely nothing? Is there a middle ground? Is there an opportunity for you to explore, again, different ways to be in relationship? Because it feels like, looking at this, that you are struggling with these energies, because this is all about being in community, being married, being in a partnership, and this is isolation and solitude, literally what I'm seeing here. So Spirit's saying, like, look, you're going to experience both these energies, but it doesn't have to be one or the other. There's a period here and there's a space here for you to be still and allow things to come to you, right? Do not chase. You want to be in a energy of attracting, right? Your soul tribe vibe. And the best way to do that is to know yourself. Truly know yourself so that you know what it is that you need to attract. That's a tough thing to do, because in order to know yourself, and I say this as a Scorpio, so we are the great rebuilders, right? To sit in that energy and say, who am I? What is it that I want? How did I get to this place? What's life about? 12th house stuff. So you're going to be in your feelings this week, Cancer, but that's okay because you're a Cancer and that's what you do. And the moon rules your sign. So you will be feeling this lunation quite strongly. All right. So let's talk about what Cancer can manifest this week, please. What can Cancer manifest? This reads, wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. I don't have the best memory, but I almost could swear that this was your card last week because I was in the energy of telling you guys not to give so much of yourself and this card came up. So There's something here, Cancer. Perhaps this is all about being called to volunteer. Maybe there's something here like being a humanitarian, right? Or something that you do to help others, but because you enjoy it versus it being your job, if that makes sense, right? I don't know. There is something here where you are doing things that elevate the collective, and as a result, you feel good about it. And so because you feel good, you attract more things. So it's not something that you're doing necessarily as part of your work day to day. It's just something that you decide to again, it feels like volunteering or getting yourself involved in a community event. And that's going to put you in an energy of abundance. And quite frankly, I see this as a potential for you to meet someone in a place like that. All right, Cancer, that's interesting. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Drop some comments below. Let me know how this is showing up for you. It's free for you and does help my channel grow, and I respond to every single message, and it's so exciting for me to get them, to be honest. I like to respond and see what the collective is up to, Cancer. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. This was a general reading, so if you're looking for more personal experience, please head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. And until next time, Cancer, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead and shine brightly.